Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Yesterday I posted a video on why I ordered a Fractal Audio FM3. To cut a long story short, I need something compact that allows me to do gigs when there are no options to bring in a full-size tube amp and a pedal board. I had my experiences with loads of systems before, wasn't really convinced, mainly because I didn't like the factory presets that were in the machines. I thought maybe I should give up on the modeling world, but then again I do like the idea of these modeling devices, so I think I should just work a bit harder to make it work for me. I chose to go for the Fractal ecosystem because to my ears, what I've heard live and online, they sound really good. I do hope the factory presets are decent because I've set myself the challenge to find 4 decent sounds within the first hour of unboxing this thing. I want a clean sound with a bit of hair on it. I want a crunch sound, I want a lead sound, and I want a clean sound with some compression and some vibe. I will give myself 1 hour to do that after I've unboxed the thing, and I will let you know if it worked. So there you go. I suppose you guys are not waiting for another unboxing video of an FM3. It's not like it's a custom built guitar where everybody can be excited about, oh, what will the color be, or will the woods show through and this and that. This is just an electronic device. I may as well be unboxing a toaster or a blender. But anyway, as we speak, I am unboxing the thing. So the first thing I noticed when they brought the thing is like, I thought it was going to be bigger. But some of you guys may have heard that before. So there you go. Oh, that's nice. So I ordered it with G66 here in Europe, and there's a little letter with my name on it. That's nice. Shall I open that first? So thank you, Susie. I suppose you are responsible for this. Let's have a look what's in that envelope. The paperwork. Right, some information, stickers. That's nice. Oh really? T-shirt. Didn't expect that. That's really sweet. Oh, a decent USB cable. Power supply. The most important thing, chocolates. I mean, as if they can beat Belgian chocolate. And then the pedal itself. Yep, it looks nice. They told me they were going to do all the updates, so that would be really nice if I don't have to do all that and I can get straight to work. So here it is. Okay, give me a second to plug it in and then we'll get to work. Probably need to plug in the guitar leads and USB, but I just can't wait. I think the software is loading now. Okay, right, I'm literally plugging in my guitar now for the first time. I hooked up the FR, the Electro Voice speaker, plugged in all the cables. Let's see if I can get some sound. Level 1. There you go. Well, it's not a good sign. The unit just froze. Couldn't get the buttons to work anymore. The screen was just on a preset and no sound anymore, and none of the buttons did anything. So I'm restarting the machine now, but it's not very promising, is it? Alright guys, let me quickly cut into this. As you can see, clearly there was something going wrong. If you look at the moment I start up the device, you may have noticed that the lights on the 3 foot switches didn't go on. I think the software is loading now. I didn't know that, of course, because it was the first time I switched the unit on, and I thought that this might be the standard way it starts up, but it wasn't. So the foot switches were not functioning. Also, I had this software crash, and there may have been a connection between the two. I'm not quite sure. And I thought maybe I should not include this in the video, but then again, this is what happened. This is what happened to somebody like me who bought the device, opened the box, plugged it in, and that had that experience. So I thought I might share it with you. So what was actually wrong? Some of you may know how the Fractal system works. You got a layout for your foot switches, and there can be different layouts. I think there's up to 8 or 9 already programmed when you buy the device, and these layouts, they determine how the foot switches work. Sometimes they go bank up, bank down, they change scenes, they act as pedals to kick in or disconnect several pedals. I mean, all kinds of things. So these layouts are quite useful, especially in the beginning when you don't know how to program all these things, to get you started using those pedals. So in my device, they didn't work. So that was a bit frustrating. I checked on some forums, I couldn't find the answer. I did figure out that there were layouts, because I didn't know in advance, and I could reload the preset layouts, so I did that, but that didn't do the trick. So that sort of delayed the whole process of recording the tones that I wanted. I mailed G66 at 1 o'clock at night, and when I came back into the studio at 8 o'clock the next morning, I had my answers there. The thing is, you don't have to just reload the factory preset layouts, but also the foot switch assignments. So you have to reload both. I didn't know about the second bit, so yeah. How was I supposed to know? I don't know the unit. So that was a really good example of excellent customer service from G66. Thank you for that. But it delayed the process, and in the beginning it got me quite frustrated. Then a bit further on, you could see that I was not too happy with the sounds that I got out of the device, the factory presets, and I was really nervous about that, because that was my problem with the other devices that I had. So I think my ears were not tuned into the idea that you are listening to a mic'd up cab instead of just an amp in the room. And the other thing is that my FR, the Electro Voice, there's some clever IQ you can do at the back, and it was set to music. So I set it to stage use, I think, and I turned down the high frequency a bit, and that changed the whole thing. Then while I was working on the 4 patches, I figured out some stuff, and I have to thank Leon Todd, because I mean, his videos are a source of massive knowledge on the Fractal stuff, so thank you, Leon, for that. I figured out a few settings that I could change to help the FR speaker to come up with more guitar-like or guitar amp-like tones. So while I was doing all this, and I sort of abandoned the idea of coming up with the 4 sounds within the hour, because with all the problems it wasn't going to be possible. But eventually I did manage to program 4 sounds in 60 minutes, but I didn't try to match the ones that I had with the pedal board and the amp. They sound quite different than the ones I have with the pedal board, but that's okay. These are the sounds that came out of the FM3, and I was inspired by the presets and by the possibilities and the options I have in the FM3. So what is my conclusion about the device? Well, first of all, it's a computer, and computers can crash, and there may have been something related between the foot switches not working and the crash. I mean, I don't know. At that time I was hooking up the USB, plugging in the cables that may have told the computer, I'm just gonna go to sleep for a bit. I don't know. It never happened afterwards. So I've been working with the FM3 now for 2 days and the problem didn't return. So I think it's gonna be okay. The sounds, I'm really impressed. The presets are really, really good. It's a totally different world than the modelers I was used to. The tweakability, I mean, I had problems with the other devices, trying to find my feet around the software and the way the whole thing was engineered and where you had to find stuff. With the FM3, to me, it's very logical. I mean, everything is clearly laid out on screen. The parameters you don't want to use, you just ignore them. To me, it's very straightforward. So I'm really happy with the user interface as well. But most of all, and that's the most important thing, I'm really happy with the sounds and the speed at which you can create sounds from scratch. I mean, pull up an amp block, pull up a cap, some delay, some reverb, and you got a great sound. So all in all, I'm really happy. I'm glad I made the jump to the Fractal ecosystem. It's a keeper for sure. So now I will show you the 4 sounds I came up with. First you will hear the sounds from the pedalboard and the amp, and then straight after that the sound from the FM3. As I said before, it's not an exact copy of the first sound. I just started from scratch. Like, I want a lead sound, I want a clean sound, I want a vibe sound, and I want a crunchy sound. So did I succeed the 1 hour challenge? I'm not really sure. I think if the device didn't give me that problem in the beginning, I probably would have done it in an hour. If I would have started from scratch, as I did eventually, if I would have liked to try to tone match what I had with the amp, it would have taken me much longer. All right, guys, back to the FM3. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye-bye.